So it's prediction time. Who will have a Good Friday stroke Thursday? Let's start with Thursday night at the Mendenhurst Jungle. Because it is the big derby. Forget all this Bradford Leeds nonsense. That's media-fed bull, so to speak, by those people. Forget all that. Oh, it's going to be awful for the next few weeks, and it's just be all Bradford Leeds, Bradford Leeds, Bradford Leeds. And Leeds are going to smash them. Wakefield. Oh, this is the one that matters. The Wounded Tigers versus the 3 players Trinity have got left. David Fafita, he plays in every position.
Scott Moorcup.
Scott Moorcup. Gary Schofield.
I never played for Wakefield Cast. I came with the Scully Cup. But, right, Wakefield Cast. Well, have Wakefield got any players? You know,
no.
They're not about Bruffy, you're not about playing with a broken foot.
No, he's having a hand operation.
I'm going to
tomorrow.
say there's no chance on that.
He's out for over a month.
Yeah, you've no
That's
chance
a big,
playing with broken
big,
foot. But
big
anyway,
one.
As indeed is Jacob Miller.
yes, yeah, he's out as well.
Well,
So
you might be getting a call up fast, but...
So yeah, Wakefield, the big players are out, aren't they? So Cass are looking to bounce back a little bit from a disappointment against Huddersfield. So due to the injuries of Wakefield, you just can't see anything. I know the Wakefield players will come in and look to put a marker down from there, but you just can't see anything but another win for Castleford, can you? So I know we're going to Wakefield live next Monday, but due to the injury situation, you know, hopefully Chester might get a reaction, you know, like Lee Radford got from his players, but I just feel as though Cass desperate for 2 points. I'm going Cass by 10.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with Mr. Pink. I think the injuries will be too tough. I know they've recalled Ben Reynolds, but just, yeah, losing both those halves. They're both, Danny Brough and Jacob Miller are starting to work really well together. So I think Castleford by 10.
I think the Wakefield forwards have been an absolute revelation this year. But it's very, very hard to play without your strike players and your halves. At some point, you've got to be picking up points. So you can defend manfully, but can you score? And I think that'll be the issue for Wakefield. They've just, if Riesling isn't playing as well, they've just run out of the guys that you would automatically think would score them enough points to win that game. So I think I'm going to have to go with Cass as well. And I think they might win by 16.
I'm enjoying this, so I'm going to go for Wakefield because I don't care regardless.
Because you want to get in on Monday.
Because I want to get in on Monday. And I don't know, backs against the wall, no one cares, everyone's injured, can't win, written off by everyone, that kind of thing. You never know, someone might be a surprise star. Polly's just going to eat all the Castle plays that David Fafita doesn't anyway. So I'm going to go for, Golden Point. It would be taking the drop goals for Wakefield with no one.
Fafita.
David Fafita.
He can't put a foot wrong at the moment.
Wakefield by 1.
60.
Ridiculous. The big derby, of course, is not. What am I talking about? The big derby is on Friday because it's the game they always used to put on Magic Weekend on the Sunday morning when no one was there. It's London and Catalans. Is this Thursday?
Thursday night.
Yeah. It's so important. I didn't know which day it's on. Why do London and Catalans get an extra day of rest?
They don't, because Catalan are playing Castleford on the Monday. So the teams that have to go to Catalan tend to play on the Thursday.
Right. London get an extra day
because we care about the welfare of the players.
London Catalans. This will be played in front of possibly a Super League record low crowd. But Gary Schofield, talk up the game.
Yeah. Well, we always mention Catalans on the road, but it's even at home now. All right, they're beating St Helens and Warrington at home. You can't believe that. And Catalans away from home. London, I would imagine they have ticked this box as a possible victory, and I think London will turn Catalans over on Thursday night. I'm going London by 10.
I think Catalans, they are the number one yo-yo team, but I think they'll bounce back from that bitter loss to Hull and beat London by 8.
I have a feeling that Catalans will come over aggrieved. I think they feel that whatever the rights and wrongs of Braden Williams' knowledge of the laws, that they felt that they possibly had done enough to win that game against Hull.
Surely.
Well, he's banned for a game.
Oh, is he? It should be dropped for 6 then.
I don't know what psychologically that cup defeat at Halifax will have done for London, because they didn't rest as many players as I thought they would. They kept a fair core of that team together. I think this is a pivotal time of the season for London, because they're at Huddersfield on Easter Monday. I wouldn't expect them to get anything out of that, so I think they will target this game as the 2 points they need over the holiday period. So I'm going London by 2.
I'm torn on this one. I've got no idea where to go.
Well, you can't predict Catalan.
No, I think I'm going to go with London because, like Scully said, this is probably the game where, of the two, I mean, when we were looking at things a few weeks ago, you'd have said, going away to Huddersfield, that's a good chance for them on the Easter Monday. But Huddersfield are good now. because you can't keep up with who's good and who's bad. I'm going to go London narrowly by 4. The big one on Friday. We're on Friday now. It is the Hull derby. The only derby in an actual city in Rugby League. East meets West at the KCOM Stadium. It's the Black and Whites versus the Red and Whites. The Early Birds versus the Robins. And deciding the man of the match will be the one and only Mr. Gary Schofield.
Deciding the man of steel, not
Steel.
the man of
Well,
that's, you know, that's,
same
they'll be saying that because...
Yeah, you're not Terry Yoke.
Judas.
Don't be like Matt Wilson. Yeah, looking forward to this one.
Taking the ball out, aren't you?
No.
Waving
Oh,
to the
you want
crowd.
a tin hat or something?
They've changed it. It's Johnny Whiteley now. They've changed it.
They pick someone they like.
That's
Yeah.
a bit harsh. It's a great man Johnny's doing it, but it'll be a great atmosphere, won't it? And I say Hull are going to be very, very buoyant after that victory over at Catalans from there. Hulky are, but they liked a bit of surprise and they played very well at the KCOM over the last couple of years, and they've really put on a show, haven't they? So, but I just feel as though the Black and Whites, the Red and Whites are looking for revenge. What happened? The Black and Whites for revenge. What happened at Hull Kingston Rovers in the last 10 seconds or so from there. I think it'll be tight though, and I'm sure I'll be hearing plenty of Sneed on Friday. I think again this is going to go down to a point. I think this is a drop goal, but I'm going the Black and Whites by 1.
Yeah.
And not by golden point. I think they'll do it in 18 minutes. I think there'll be a point, and it'll be that man Mark Sneed who gets the 2 points again.
Yeah, I think they've turned a bit of a corner lately. The young kids they've brought in are doing a really good job, and I think they'll grind this one out. Hull got a few injuries, particularly in the forwards. So I'm saying tipping Hull FC by 2.
I think Hull have a couple back. I know Mitch Garbutt looks like he's going to play. But I think Hull have got a point to prove after their last home display where they were absolutely abject against Warrington. Hopefully that proves to be a blip rather than something that's going to tarnish their season, because we have said Lee Radford has talked about the atmosphere at home and the pressure that puts on the players. It's going to be a fantastic atmosphere. I think they'll respond to that. I think that even if he can't make too many changes with people coming back, because would he have 6 front rowers out in Catalans? If that doesn't inspire you as a young player, nothing will to play in the Hull derby and the atmosphere that will be generated. I think that's why Hull will do it. But I think it will be incredibly close. I'm Hull by 4.
4. I'm going to go Hull as well, and because I haven't got a clue, I'm just going to pick a number and go Hull by 8. The big one, everyone's going to be there, although I don't think I can be bothered anymore. I might just go watch stuff on the telly. Leeds versus Huddersfield in the whoever's derby this is.
Well. You know what? I'm hoping after 10 games, and I'm taking nothing from the Workington fixture whatsoever. Because I said Leeds by 50, and if they didn't beat them by 50, then it wouldn't have been a good performance. But they've got 76, so hopefully now, after 10 games, we're going to start our season. And I think it could start for us on Friday. So, I'm going Leeds. And do you know what? I'm going Leeds by a few points, actually. I'm going Leeds to turn Huddersfield over by 14.
Yeah, I think you're wrong. I think Huddersfield, much like Hull FC, they've turned a bit of a corner. They're grinding out a few wins. A lot tougher, got some people back. So I think more misery for your Rhinos, and Huddersfield by 8.
Huddersfield have got a great record at Headingley in recent years. That's
always play well, but
mainly
that's when
been down
Brook
to
was
Danny
there.
Brough. But the one thing that Huddersfield have got is the one thing that Leeds don't, and that is a big set of forwards. If this game is played in...
Oh, you're going to say defence?
If this game's played in the middle of the field, Huddersfield will win. If Leeds can get the ball wide, Leeds will win. And that's why actually it is quite an intriguing game and would be worth you coming along.
I don't know if I'm going to be banned though from Leeds, that's the problem.
No, you'll be fine. I don't think Leeds will win by a lot, but I'll give it Leeds by 6. But that is more in hope than judgment.
At least the women's team like me. I'll go for Leeds by 2. I don't know what's happened. I got to this point and I'm like, rugby's bad. Warrington Salford. Oh dear me. I mean, this is like Warrington Salford's on.
Warrington Salford, all right then. Well, Salford, Well,
He's going to Greece.
yeah, well,
Rugby match.
they had a decent win against. They had a decent win against Rochdale, didn't they? But
Close
yeah,
game.
they're not going to be a match for Warrington. Warrington, they're looking for a reaction against what happened against St Helens on there. And I think this will be an easy win for Warrington, to be honest with you. I'm going Warrington by 36.
Yeah, I think Warrington will bounce back and be looking to prove a bit of a point against Salford. I think they'll win by 18.
Aside from the cup win, it's 4 defeats in a row for Salford at the moment. They are on a bit of a slide in Super League. They too have had injuries. It looks like Ed Chamberlain now might be out for a long time, and that'll be a bit of a blow for them as well. I cannot see anything other than a Warrington win because they need to prove to themselves that the St Helens game was only a temporary setback. So I think it'll be Warrington by 36.
Peter's going to the pub and having plenty of beer before the game. He's a Salford fan. I'm going for Warrington by 22. And many things have changed in the last 20 odd years. BSB became B Sky B, which no one calls it anymore. The graphics have gotten smaller. The music's still there, and Eddie's hair's still the same colour. It's amazing how many things change and how many things stay the same. It's his last call. It's Wigan versus St Helens, the traditional Good Friday encounter.
He's only calling one winner here, that is for sure. Wigan are rubbish. St Helens are quality, far superior. This is going to be an absolute rout for St Helens. I'm going St Helens by 32.
See, people say, why is Scully not on the telly? Why is he not on the panel on Sky giving his expert analysis? Well, there you go. That's because he's too succinct. Not enough words there, Scully, you see.
Yeah, I think we're going to creak.
You can imagine him on the big screen with John Welsh. They were rubbish. They were great. Let's go to the bar.
I think we're going to creaking on and off the field. We've got a few injuries, struggling quite a bit, and St Helens just look a class above. Not any injury worries. I think the fact that it's a derby, Wigan will be up for it, but I still think St Helens by probably 12.
And we've seen some games in the past between these two teams where either or a side has gone in with real major injury problems. Some kids get thrown in, and as we said about the whole derby, they just respond. Early 2000s, Wigan were playing the likes of Luke Robinson on debut and didn't have a chance and beat St Helens, who were the team of all-stars. I just can't see it happening at the moment. There seems to be structural issues with Wigan. They are not scoring enough points, and when they go behind, they're very un-Wigan-like. They're conceding consecutively. I think that was a big blow for them this week in the manner in which they lost to Wakefield. It's almost like the game started to go away from them and they didn't have any players that could stop that. So I can't see St Helens losing, because the one thing Saints have got this year is a squad. So even if they lose it, I mean, they lost Theo Farge and you'd have thought that would have undermined them. I don't know if Danny Richardson obviously has had an issue with not being in the team, but he certainly hasn't come back into that squad with the same
impetus, no, he hasn't.
as he did. But it hasn't derailed St Helens. So I just think if they have to bring a couple of players in, it's not going to stop them. So I can't see Saints losing, but I don't think it'll be a runaway. Maybe 12.
The one thing that will be guaranteed on this game is because Sky are kings of montages and queens, and they'll, I'm sure, have a great montage of the last 25 years of great Eddie Hemmings moments. Wide to West, that Ryan Hall try, all the other ones you can't remember. So that'll probably be the highlight of the game, because it should be a simple win for St Helens, shouldn't it? And I'm going to go for St Helens by 16. Let us know what you think on Twitter at Forty20 Live. And don't forget, this time next week we'll be live at the Mobile Rocket Stadium. Fingers crossed the internet works. Betty saying view numbers are plummeting. Get on with the predictions. We're done now. View figures can go down as low as they want. We don't care. We're not beholden to anyone. All they can do, take us off the air, ban us from Facebook and YouTube. Not like some TV programmes whose figures are diminishing, but there you go. It's another story for another day. Thanks to Phil. Thanks to John. Thanks to Scoey. Some of us might be back next week. Some of us might not be. We'll find out if Scoey can get out of Huddersfield.
Come and tell us how rubbish our predictions were.
Come and join us live in person, and hopefully we'll do more of them if this works, which is the key. I've got to go turn everything off now because that's my job on this programme. Professionalism. It is the last word.